I'm back at it again, and today we're going to talk about eczema. This is a disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I am not someone who specializes in skin. I'm just talking from experience. With that being said, if you feel as though you have any of these issues, you should go talk to your healthcare provider. Okay, so what is eczema? Eczema or an atopic dermatitis may also be a long-term condition affecting the skin. Skin may appear red, inflamed, peeling, cracked, blistered, or pus-filled. Generally, it's not covered with scaly, dead skin. Okay, so first off, eczema is very common in over 30 million Americans and is mostly common for babies and children, and the symptoms are different. I'm going to show you guys pictures of me and my daughter and what we go through. She's not as bad as when she was a baby. Okay, this is just a picture of how it would look in real time. They are very tiny bumps. Sometimes you can't see them till you're up close on someone. Okay, since we talked about eczema, I thought that I should mention psoriasis because people get psoriasis confused with eczema or eczema confused with psoriasis. And they should know that it's a dermatitis that can occur anywhere on the body and cause intense itching. And it is scaly, dead skin. This is my beautiful daughter. I'm going to show you guys a close-up of her skin. She do have the little tiny bumps on her skin, but they come and go. With that being said, you should meet with your doctor to know what type of eczema you have and how to manage it and what triggers it. This is my daughter's right elbow. As you can see, she don't have any issues on this side. But this is her left elbow, and as you can see, she do have the inflamed skin on this side, and you can see where she's been scratching because she now has scabs. And that's what you don't want them to do because it's just a big circle of inflammation. First they get an itch, then they scratch, then they damage their skin, and then it releases some chemical. The body is weird, but it just makes your skin more inflamed, and you don't want that. Okay, moving right along. What is eczema? I went on Google and I typed in what is eczema, and as you can see, dermatitis came up. It is also, a general term that's described as inflammation of the skin. There are three most common types, and the first common type that we're going to talk about is contact dermatitis. My daughter don't necessarily have contact dermatitis, but I do. And it's something that is very annoying, especially when you're in public, and I'm about to show you guys why. All right, so first things first, what is contact dermatitis? I went on Google, I typed it in so I can get a picture of it. And this is pretty much what contact dermatitis is. It's where you put something on and then that skin is very easily inflamed in a matter of, maybe hours. All right, guys, this is a picture of me. As you can see, I do have a belly, so ignore it. I had children. But I wanted to give you guys a picture of what I was talking about and why I said I have contact dermatitis. As you can see in this picture, my thighs do touch each other when I'm sitting, and they do kind of rub up against each other when I'm walking. But when I have on a pair of jeans or hard material, it gives my skin irritation. I might sometimes get a rash. I might sometimes get redness or just itchiness. Sensitive skin when it comes to my clothing. So now I pretty much wear leggings or sweatpants or some type of soft material, and that help reduces it, but it does not stop it. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is seborrheic dermatitis, a skin condition that causes scaly patches and red skin mainly on the scalp. My daughter has this issue more so than I do. I get it maybe once or twice a year, mainly during the winter time. She gets it throughout the year. Anything could inflame her scalp. Stay tuned on the video on how her hair fell out because of it. I came up with ways of keeping her hair moisturized. Okay, so I braid my daughter hair down. If you don't know, braids will be the number one thing of keeping your hair moisturized and keeping your hands out of your hair. I didn't want her to go to grandma's or her dad's or her auntie's with her hair out because they would put their hands in her hair, and I want to keep everyone else's hands out of my daughter's hair because her scalp is so sensitive. Click the link up above if you want to see what happens to her hair if I don't moisturize it every night. Okay, so this is my head, and to be honest, I think this is some form of psoriasis because it's like patches of skin, extra skin. Psoriasis make skin cells, and eczema is more bumps and skin irritation. But the doctor said this is still some type of form of eczema. It's just I need to moisturize my hair more during the cold or the winter time. Okay, last but not least, nummular dermatitis. It's a coin-shaped rash or sores. It could form anywhere on your arm, your leg, your back. This is my elbow. As you can see, my elbow has this black ring around it. That is the lesion that is on my skin, except mines are really close together to where they look just like a big black dirt ring on my elbow. But anyway, if you take a closer look, do you notice the lines that are on my elbow in the black area? Those are actually like little cuts, as if someone just took a piece of paper and gave me a bunch of paper cuts. And they burn and they sting and it hurts throughout the day. If I put my elbow onto like the table or something, it'll hurt. Okay, the questions many people ask is, why is this happening? What did I do to deserve this? Sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it's just, irritating. It's like that little gnat that flies around you before it flies up your nose. It's like very irritating to deal with something like this. So if you're having issues, please go talk to your doctor. Some may have all of these symptoms. Some people may have a few. You may have some that flares up and then it goes away completely. The best thing to do is talk to your healthcare provider. You can tell them anything. They're here for you. They're here to help you. Okay, believe it or not, my daughter actually had a reaction to milk. So as a baby, she only could get breastfed, and I breastfed her up until she was about 2 years old. And that helped a lot with her eczema. Believe it or not, mommy's milk is the best milk. As you can see, her tummy is a little irritated. It's been that way. It kind of stays that way throughout the year, but just keep it moisturized. This is her neck. It's very dry. Her skin gets very dry easily. So, like I said, go to your doctor. Find things that work. They could prescribe you a couple of things, or you can go to the store and try on things to see what works. My son, he has completely stopped breaking out. His skin is completely cleared. But none of this stops me and my daughter from smiling. We just deal with it. I'm glad my son grew out of it. But me and my daughter, we keep on clicking right along as if we're not dealing with this. And that's another thing. Be mindful of what people go through. Don't ever judge someone if you see them